What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey. I'm down here a little later. I have another video that I made earlier, and it's about an hour long, probably going to be a little less than an hour because I did take a break and didn't stop the tape. So I'm down here again for the second video, but I was like, that other video was so long because it was over an hour. But again, I took a break. I was like, going to split that up into two videos and kind of like say two videos, like part one, part two, because I talked about Married to Medicine for a long time. It's 10 o'clock. It's time for me to break my fast. So, I'm gonna eat some raspberries and some blueberries and some blackberries. So good. I have some there's a coconut milk yogurt in there, and there is a I don't know what the other yogurt is in there, but I'm gonna have some yogurt and some I got did I get blueberry lemon? I think I got a cranberry granola from Sprouts. And so I'm just gonna, make me a little parfait. Parfait. I'm gonna make me a parfait, okay? And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do in a little while because it is time for me to break my fast. I should do it now, but I already started the video. I need to stop starting. I started and I like to do one take all the way through. But then sometimes stuff be happening. Like the other video, I got up and was like, because I got hot all of a sudden. So I was like, let me go outside real quick. And I stayed outside for a second, watched the hummingbirds fly around and play around and stuff like that. I love my little hummingbird feeder. That hummingbirds really, do you know that hummingbirds recognize you? They have like facial recognition, like crows. I love crows. And so I put a hummingbird feeder outside on the balcony, and they come, and it's funny because they'll fly like in your face, like right there, bzz, like, and be real close. They'd be like real close. And then what, like, is that you? And then they'll fly off. And I've gotten to the point where I can come out there when they're on the feeder, and come out there and they won't move. So I was like, oh, do they recognize me? They be look like they'll back up off of the feeder and then like look and then get back on it. So I'm like, oh, do they recognize me? It is so cute. Such a cute little thing. And you could hear them outside just talking to each other and flying and zooming. Hummingbirds are crazy. They be zooming. But then when they land, they're so tiny. And it's so cute. It's so cute. But when they get close, that bzzz, you can hear them buzzing. Bzzz. So cute. Anyway, so that's all that's happening right now. I'm going to go to the blogs to see what's going on. Let's see. Hollywood Unlocked
I sponsor the now. I sponsor the
Let me
blog.
tell you something.
has 22 new posts. So let's see. Okay, we already talked about
TikTok, so it doesn't make sense. So yes, heard my.
You Are the Father. GypsyRose Blanchard says CaseyAnthony should not be giving people legal advice at all. It says GypsyRose Blanchard shares her 2 cents on CaseyAnthony becoming a quote legal advocate for women's and LGBTQ plus rights. And claims Anthony should not be giving anyone legal advice at all. As we previously shared on March 1st, CaseyAnthony joined TikTok and announced her new career as a quote legal advocate for women's and LGBTQ rights. Anthony is famously known as the mother who was acquitted in 2000 in the 2008 murder of her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee Marie Anthony. The Florida mother became a fixture in the news cycle after her daughter was found dead. The toddler was missing for months, first reported missing in June 2008. Eventually, Kaylee's body was found in a wooded area near the home of the maternal grandparents, George and Cindy Anthony. In 2011, following a highly publicized trial, CaseyAnthony was controversially acquitted of killing her daughter, Kaylee. Although she was found not guilty of murder, manslaughter, and child abuse, she was convicted for lying to law enforcement. Oh, girl. After CaseyAnthony announced her plans to offer legal advice to those in need, GypsyRose Blanchard is now speaking out. No stranger to the legal system in prison. GRB told TMZ that she didn't think it was a good idea at all. As mentioned, GRB had her own legal issues. She previously served 7 years of a 10-year prison sentence for the role in her mother's 2015 murder. The murder was at the hands of her then boyfriend, Nicholas Goodjohn. Let's hear what she says. Oh, no, I'm not listening to that CaseyAnthony thing again. CaseyAnthony, she came out, they posted it on the blogs, and she was talking for a long time, and I was listening to her, and then when she was done talking, I was like, she literally said nothing. Like, she literally said nothing. I was like, what is she talking about? And I talked about it in the video, and in a video, and because she wasn't saying anything, I cut that entire part of the video out, because I'm like, I can't even have an opinion on what the fuck she's talking about, because she didn't say nothing. She really didn't say anything. I was like, CaseyAnthony, you are weak as fuck. You need to go back into the whole you came out of to tell everybody you was going to be an advocate for women. Girl, get your ass up out of here. That you were supposed to be an advocate for women. Your daughter, you were supposed to advocate for that girl being able to grow into a woman. Okay, bitch. Shit. The fuck. CaseyAnthony, there's 834 comments on here. Shout out to Geo. Every word Casey says just makes my stomach turn. Me too. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. This is like Freddy Krueger calling out Jason. Right message, wrong messenger. CaseyAnthony rebranding herself as a legal advocate is like Jeffrey Dahmer opening up a steakhouse. I can't, oh, here it is. I couldn't find my little other cloth to clean these. And there. And it's so funny. Sometimes you like clean them and it's like, bitch, it was worse than before I started cleaning them. I need to use the thing that it came with. I don't know where it is. Anyways, it was just right there on the table there. All right. CaseyAnthony, a killer calling out another killer. I mean, one suffered years of abuse while the other one harmed an innocent child. That part. That's why I was like, it's not the same. To me, that CaseyAnthony and GypsyRose are not the same. Why do people think Gypsy shouldn't be able to have a child? This girl's mother gave her child lethal doses of medicine for years to keep her sick, literally starting at 8 years old. She looked up the symptoms of leukemia and muscular dystrophy to prey on her own child. She was wheelchair bound since then with a feeding tube as well as a breathing machine for a while. She induced seizures upon her, removed her glands, pulled all her teeth out, and shaved her head to make it appear she was suffering. You know, all these charities and places like St. Jude actually catered to this woman when they were parents preying on their child to make it through, who were actually sick. Her mother was absolutely insane and lived off the attention that was slowly causing her child to die. Exactly. I'm like, GypsyRose and CaseyAnthony, that's not the same thing. Sometimes when somebody commits it would be, it's a crime because it's against the law to take somebody's life, right? But then when you think about the circumstances that led them up, like somebody offing their abuser, it's like that. To me, I feel like it's different. Yes, it's against the law what you did, but the circumstances around it, you were like, if you were on a jury, you'd be like, bitch, I would have killed that bitch too. What are you talking about? Bitch, you trying to kill me. Girl, no, and then I'm a kid, I'm a minor, and everybody's listening to her, nobody's listening to me. Girl, fuck that. I'm sorry. CaseyAnthony, like that other person said, that was an innocent child, not somebody causing pain to her. Fucking bitch. In Florida, child. It says the FAA temporarily halted air traffic at 4 different Florida airports today as the SpaceX Starship exploded again, marking the second failed launch in a row this year alone. So let's listen to the report.
We do have some breaking news at this hour. We now know that the FAA is halting flights in the Florida area. I want to show you this on your screen. This is a tweet that we have from Orlando's International Airport saying it's an operational update. Per the FAA, our airport is currently under a ground stop due to a space launch debris there in the area. For those airport delays, make sure you're visiting that website online and check directly with your airline for further updates. We brought you the launch here on Live Now in real time as SpaceX was doing its 8th test flight for its Starship. It's one of the largest Starships as well, but you can see the fallout that's now happening after they lost control. You can see Idris Ali, he was en route to Miami from D.C. when the pilot announced that there had been some sort of rocket explosion. All airspace near Miami was closed down. We would be in a holding pattern for the foreseeable future. I want to show you as well some of the flights that are also being diverted over the Caribbean after the loss of yet another Starship. This wasn't the first time. Actually, at the end of January as well, there was another loss of a Starship that caused debris to fall near Turks and Caicos. So what happened here, things were initially going successfully for SpaceX. As you can see, this was the moment where there were cheers erupting during that cast that SpaceX put out on their X platform, showing the moment that the Super Heavy booster arrived safely back here on Earth. You can see it comes in closer to that landing platform where it's caught. And we were listening into the broadcast as those there were describing how this was a successful portion of the mission, optimistic at that point for what was to come. But it was just...
That's crazy. Why is he allowed to launch rockets in an area of high air traffic? Why is this man allowed to to do all these things? Because he's rich. That's where people have placed the value in people, is in how much money they have. And the more money they have, the more power they have. And the more money they have, they are completely detached from humanity. And it's all a game. It's all a game. I'm just I'm playing with my rockets in the sky. Girl. Trump and Elon should be on the next spaceship button. Gail Key needs to take heed her intuition and this announcement. Can Elon get on it personally, see what went wrong with the launch again? Asking for myself. Hopefully everything that man touches crumbles to shit. Wait, why was a rocket launched anywhere near commercial airliners? This is wrong on so many levels. He's not even supposed to have that launching site. The FAA didn't even allow him to build there in the first damn place, which is why he got rid of all those people. He was trying to sue them back after they sued him for having debris from the first one that exploded. He has held so many failed attempts. It is like, what, the 5th one or some shit? Somebody said, Katy Perry, don't go to space. President Musk making America great again. Well, this will get interesting. Hop on it next time and take Donald with you, please. Okay? All right, let's see what else is going on. What do y'all think about that? That shit is crazy. All right, let's see. What is this? Okay, no. Bill Murray denies dating Kelis, but says romance rumors raised his credibility. What did I just tell you? Y'all be thinking it's the men who raise your credibility. It's you that raise theirs. And y'all be plummeting your credit score for these weirdos. It raised his cred, he said. Also admits he loves Got Your Money video.
right? Jadakiss, 2 Chainz. I've seen you with Ludacris. Andre 3000 and DMX at one point was referred to as the Bill Murray of hip hop. What does that mean to you when you hear that? And what is your relationship with hip hop?
Well, you know, I feel like hip hop has surrounded me. You know? I was always working, and hip hop was always happening. Is circling. It was always circling. I was fascinated. I met this girl named Kelis, who was married.
Married to Nas.
Yeah. Who I was, which I got great press that I was dating her, which really like raised my cred a lot. But
not all of us believe that.
Well, that was false humility again. I was bringing that, but anyway, that particular song, "Old Dirty Bastard," that song just kills me. I love that video, and I watched it. I kept going, "That's the silliest thing. How did I
hip hop love
miss that when it came out in the first place?"
Oh, got your money. Hey,
dirty,
baby, I got your money.
It's so crazy, and I'm going, "Who is the girl with the red hair?"
Kelis.
And it was Kelis. So I just had to meet her sometime. So she turns out to be spectacular. And actually, I spoke with her recently. She bought land in Kenya, in Africa.
Yeah.
She's in Africa.
She's crushing it.
She is not afraid of the dark. She just goes out there and goes, well, I think I'll just go to Africa and start a farm.
Yeah. She's amazing. So you weren't dating?
No.
Okay.
Sway, long story short.
It's a roundabout way to get
you know, one of us could be on the rebound any second.
You never. You never.
Sing it. Baby, I got your money. Sing it, girl. Just sing it right now.
Hey. Kalise responds to fan who asked her about rumored Bill Murray romance. Babe, I wouldn't bother at all. Ma'am, would you care to address these Bill Murray allegations? Because damn, what he doing with all that? She said, LOL, no, babe, I wouldn't bother at all. Oh yeah, there was a picture of them they took. And you know how people are. Let me tell you something. You take a picture with a motherfucker, y'all fucking. Right? That's what Teyana Taylor and Adrian Pierre are going through right now. The people say he's getting the Megan Good package. That's what the people are saying. That because the girls responded the way they did when they found out that he has dated a non-black woman and the conversation around that. So now Teyana is moving around with him so y'all can think that. You understand what I'm saying? So he can pull back in what he may have lost, because a lot of people will not support people if they believe that those people don't find them sexually attractive or desirable. So even though dating somebody who is not of your ethnicity, culture, race, whatever, doesn't mean that they don't or haven't or won't date anybody from their race or culture or ethnicity. But when you are standing next to a person, they want to believe that they are, I don't know, they want to see themselves in your dating choices in order to support you. I have to know that you are having sex or sexually attracted to or find black women desirable. But you have to think about it. Unless you hear out of their mouth that they have an issue with women of their ethnicity or race, and you are only basing your support on whether or not they're dating or they have dated, and just because he's dated somebody who is not black in the past doesn't mean he's not sexually attracted or find black women desirable. And this assumption, because a man dates outside of his race, that he's not attracted to you, it's the men like the guy who got his heart blown out his back, right? Who he's coupling with white women, but on his way there, he has disgusting things. He sees black, like he's disgusted and outwardly about black women. So that's not somebody you're like, okay, I wouldn't, if you found out somebody like that was like a public figure and they had those views, then I would totally understand. Let me draw back support. But because in his past he's dated somebody that doesn't look like you, you're like, I won't support that. So the people are saying that Teyana Taylor, Adrian, what's his name? Aaron Pierre, ordered the Megan Good package. But get a black woman to straighten your image out, because we need black women to support our craft and our art and our whatever we're putting out, because they know that we're very powerful in that way. So the girls are like, oh, we're drawing back support. So then let's get them next to Teyana Taylor, because the girls love Teyana Taylor. I think she's adorable. I mean, she has grown up. Back in the day when she was younger, she used to get on my nerves, but back in the Sweet 16 days when she was like a teenager. But she's grown up. She's beautiful. She's always been pretty. And she's not with Imam anymore. So let's move around town and help your image out, brother. Let's do it. And the girls will do it. Look at Megan Good. She's over there. I know she's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Girl, what the fuck? Now I got to stay with him for a little while to make it seem like, and you see, we've been seeing him moving around, right? Even though her show got canceled, Harlem, I watched a couple of episodes and I was like, how many times are we going to see this story? You know what I'm saying? So, but that's what the people say. So, when you take a picture with somebody, they think that you are romantically involved. So that's what happened with Bill Murray and Kelis. Girl, they took a picture together and bitch, they are FUCKING. And that was back in 2023. And then somebody cropped somebody out of the picture and then it circulated. I remember when this was circulating that she was dating Bill Murray. That's hilarious. Let's read some of the comments. Who actually believe that, though? So 2 people took a picture together and now they're a family. Yes, that's what. Remember, Phaedra just said that. Black people, when they see people together, baby, they are screwing. It's what she say, a torrid love affair. I believe that. I believe that, and I believe that. I believe once you see somebody in pictures together, and then I was thinking, what if it's a movie? What if it's a movie? What if they're getting ready to start promoting a movie they're in or a project that they're doing, and so they're being seen together, right, to get the people talking. So I don't know. I imagine there would have been some sort of announcement if they were working together, like professionally. But whatever, it's whatever. So I don't know if she's down there trying to clean his image up with the black women. Then I don't know. But anyways, so Bill Murray and Kelis, so okay, he straightened the rumor out. Girl. It says Offset moves forward with the divorce, requests joint custody of the kids with Cardi B. What's the other one? It's on site. They don't have any new posts. Let me see. Oh, 33 minutes ago. Okay, let's see what they have. Girl. Denied. Judge rejects Suge Knight's request to overturn a 28-year sentence for manslaughter, says he's not sincere.
And I'm going to go to the car and dial 911 because you're going to jail, bitch.
Yeah, I don't think he has an empathetic bone in his body. And I think it's hilarious that he sits on these phones with these public figures and news stations, TMZ and whoever, and on the phone with people. If the people started coming forward about the way Suge Knight moved, girl, y'all would be like, what the fuck? Like, you have the nerve to have any opinion on what these men, y'all all have the darkest closets full of skeletons. You ran over some people, my nigga. Like, no, you're not going nowhere. You need to sit right there. And you need to sit right there And not only for that, for everything nobody has said what you've done to them. All the ways that you moved through that industry. Girl, you sit right there, motherfucker, for manslaughter. You lucky it ain't a bunch of other shit. Like, shut up. 28 years, sit your ass there. You and has no empathy, like a psychopath, sociopath. What is it? Suge Knight? Girl, you're not getting out of nowhere. Sit your big ass right there. Don't you move. You are a threat to every community you occupy, my nigga. You sit your ass right there. Right there. Suge Knight's attempt to overturn his 28-year manslaughter sentence has been denied. A Los Angeles judge rejected his appeal, calling it untimely and not sincere. Knight, who pleaded no contest in 2018 to voluntary manslaughter and the 2015 death of Terry Carter, argued that lack of legal assistance, the C-19 panorama, and blindness in one eye delayed his filing. However, the judge stated that Knight had previously submitted other legal motions proving he was not as helpless as he claimed. His attorney, David Kenner, called the ruling shocking and unconscionable and plans to appeal. Knight remains incarcerated at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility with parole eligibility in 2034. Yes, sit your ass right there. Right. The mugshot says, I did it and I don't give a damn. I don't know. Judges have too much control for me. What are you talking about? And it's so, I find it incredible. And it's because you guys don't know, because people stay quiet. So you don't know. But nobody, girl, they probably listen to his podcast show. I swear police, parole officers, and judges be on these apps low-key taking notes. They heard how he talks on his podcast and was like, nope. They're listening to him on YouTube. You got to fall back when you have important stuff coming up. They're watching and listening, and he's going viral saying what he's doing to people. That doesn't sound like rehabilitation. Sounds like he hasn't changed in his eyes. It's not back in the days. These court people, judges, Popo got social media and YouTube. I mean, did he think he was getting off? Dude, he has so many chances. He looked at that and said in this mugshot, I don't know what that is. Wow. Just as simple as being sincere goes a long way. Let him go. Let him come stay with you. Let Suge Knight, the man, I mean, we've heard about his relationship with Michelle, right? I'm not sure why. I don't understand what goes on. Like, what is not clicking in the head that you're like in a public forum saying to release someone who is incredibly violent to people? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, let him go. You don't believe that, right? Like, you're just saying that so you can get some engagement, because like, what? Suge Knight, let him go, girl. Let him come stay with you. Let his ass come stay with you. Talking on those podcasts got him an extended stay. I don't know. With Suge on the streets, these niggas will probably tighten up. Remember I told you a measurement of their manhood is how another nigga will submit to you? Maybe the men will tighten up if this violent beast is on the street with his knuckles dragging down the street, trying to eat people. Suge Knight is where he needs to be. Those kind of people, and it's what's crazy is they're like sociopathic, but also able to influence somebody of a lower mind. You understand what I'm saying? That's the shit that trips me out. And it trips me out to the point it's like, y'all will actually commit violence for these men do things for them, but nobody will ever think about turning it around and actually eliminating the threat. It's almost like you want the threat to be around you, and I really don't. I don't understand. Even with the Tory Lanez thing, let him out. Do you realize, like, this man is not just Megan the Stallion? He has a history of violent behavior. Why do you want him to be out of a place? He needs to be confined. He needs to be in a space where he is not a threat to other people. The fact that he was on parole and still running around hitting people, like assaulting people, like really getting into confrontations with other people, and you have like active cases. Like, so you don't care. And so you want somebody who is violent and doesn't give a fuck out among you? Help me understand. I don't get it. No, sit. Exactly. Sit your ass right there. Like, I picture like a beast with like all of this hair and these long fangs and knuckles just dragging down the street with barrels of smoke behind them, and then like grabbing people and just eating them. That's what I envision when I think about Suge Knight. That's the image that I see. And it's like, you want that violent beast, and like this, and he's not a little dude. That's a big man. And you want this violent person. That's why when I think about Michelle and how little and tiny she is dealing with these monsters, and they actually like physically abused her, like, ugh. Dr. Dre, ugh, gross, gross, gross. These violent men. And the fact that people suggest like maybe his violent behavior will tighten some of these fucking hive mind, sheep ass, bitch ass, simp ass niggas. Maybe he will tighten them up. That's so gross. So gross. It is. It's really gross. It is really, you are where the, and then you have the audacity to believe that you actually should be roaming the streets among people. You're a monster, my nigga. You are right where you belong. And you lucky it's just for that one thing. You know how many people have, you think the stories about Puffy, that's why I was like, he's very, you, like, one thing these motherfuckers have is audacity, honey. Because you're like you're incarcerated, speaking to the public and talking like, saying the most, and having the most, like, dude, you're in jail for, you have all of these opinions, and then you're lucky nobody has come out and said the things. Girl, if you're from a certain space and time in history, you've heard stories about Suge Knight. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe you haven't heard, but he's not somebody you want among you. Not even to even come out and be like, this will make these niggas tighten up. What niggas? These bitch ass niggas? The crazy part is you never ever think to turn around and eliminate what you understand to be a threat to society. Y'all just let these niggas roam free and then be like, let them out, free them, let them out, free them. No, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't don't be dumb, 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 dumb. Don't be dumb. Okay, let's see what else. Umar denies being a deadbeat, demands a sit down with alleged offspring and mother. I will have my white man paperwork. There he is. There it is. The whistle. The whistle. I will have my white man paperwork. Been paying child support since you came out the womb. Let's listen.
Dirty work, send the children. Send who you must. But if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now, if you don't know by now who the chosen one of this generation is, you must be dumb, deaf, and blind. If you don't know who the ancestors sent in this, But like I said,
Oh, I forgot I was listening
the
to
best
this.
thing
I'm
you
back.
can do, or the worst thing you can do, is mind my business. Because I'm going to block your ass. And you're going to be in the book of Negroes. Okay? Trying to build your struggle streaming career off of my back. Coming up out of nowhere. Acting like you've been looking for me. Get Mama Smurf. When can the three of us have a sit down? I'm ready for this. I'm ready for it. When can Mama Smurf, Papa Smurf, and Baby Smurf have a sit down? Oh, I'm ready for this. And I will have my white man paperwork. I will have my white man paperwork. When can we do the sit down? When can we do the sit down?
Sound like you want to see the mama. I'm going to read my comment, what I said. I forgot that I left a comment. That's what distracted me. So this is Umar's response to the girl saying she's his child. And he's responding. Sounds like you want to see the mother. Sounds like the mother has resolved that you are a deadbeat, has accepted your child support. If you say that you claim that you paid child support, has accepted your child support, but never, ever, ever, ever came to the public. And it's not until 22 years later that a girl comes out and says, I've been trying to contact my other siblings. My father is a public figure, so maybe this will help me find my siblings. And your response is, let's sit me and the mama down. You want to see the mama, don't you? You want to see the mother. You want to see the woman who didn't want to actually be with you and left your ass. Let's sit down with the mama. Why? This adult woman is coming to the internet looking for her siblings. Not one time did it sound like she wants to have a relationship with you. She wants to know who her siblings are. And you're talking about you paid child support. That's not what's in question here. Can you give me my siblings' information? I don't give a fuck about you, because if they gave a fuck about who Umar Johnson was, if his name pulled and rang any bells, they would have come out a long time ago. But this is not about him. This is about the other offspring that you have and the girl wanting to get in contact with them and you creating some type of, let's meet with the mama. You want to see the mom. That's what you want to do. I cannot stand Negroes like this. I don't.
The more slander that we will see, brothers and sisters, and I'm built for it. The son of... You can fool some of the people all the time. And you can fool all the people some of the time. You can fool all the people some of the time.
Girl.
And you can fool some of the people all the time. But you can't fool the prince of Pan-Africanism any of the time. Names? Using profanity? Really? Really? Disrespectful mouth?
Nigga, fuck you.
Because you want to build your career. Okay.
I hate niggas like this.
Build your career, princess. I want you to be happy. I want you to do what you must do. But you're not going to lie on me. You're not going to lie on me. Lord have mercy. Social media. I told you to mind your business. When I say mind your business, I mean mind your business. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. Social media has turned our children into a bunch of narcissists. We will do anything for attention. We will do... I'm not getting on nobody live, sister. Let me say this again. Y'all still don't understand. The more...
I said, somebody said, she's 22, bro. Bondi, shout out to Bondi Blue. She said, paying child support doesn't mean you aren't a deadbeat. Were you present? I said, the fact that she isn't asking for a relationship with him, but just wants her siblings' contact information but he wants a meeting with her mother there. Tells me all I need to know. If anyone wanted clout off of this grifter, why would they wait 22 years to show their faces, whether he paid child support or not? She's asking for her siblings' contact information. Sounds like he wants to see the mother. Get this deadbeat grifter snake oil salesman out of here. Umar has been a clown. Fucking payaso. Been a clown. You mad because social media is here and the people can actually talk and spread the word. Before it was word of mouth. It had to travel word of mouth, a little gossip within the little communities. But now these motherfuckers can hop on and be like, that's my father. He is not present. He's not here. I'm just asking for my information for my siblings and he won't give it to me. So I'm letting you know I'm Dr. Umar Johnson's daughter. If you're his daughter, contact me because he's not allowing me to get in contact.
Hello guys, so I just wanted to come on here with a small update. I just got off the phone with Dr. Umar's other daughter's mother, and she just told me that that's her daughter. So yes, y'all, I found her. I'm going to give her a call and talk to my sister when she gets out of school. So, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. All that, oh, are you going to show us the DNA test? No, because it's not your business. Why? I don't have to prove nothing to y'all internet folks. I know what it is in real life. So no, you're not getting a DNA test. What else have I seen? Why are you coming to the internet with this? I already tried to get in contact with him. He shut me down and ignored me. What else I've been seeing? Oh, you trying to tear down Dr. Umar? No, I'm not. He tore himself down by not building a relationship with his own daughter. What's another question I saw? It's a bunch of questions I seen, but y'all don't know nothing. That's my dad. I have the right. And that's my sister. I have the right. Clock it. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is so not cool. Struggle streamer? But you have two daughters and you're not in their lives, Dr. Umar. But I'm a struggle streamer? You see what I'm talking about? Why is that your only focus? You have two daughters and you are not present in their lives. Let's focus on that, Dr. Umar. Clock that T.
Nobody's asking for a relationship with you, blockhead. Ain't nobody asking for a relationship with that man. That's the gag. But you want to sit down and meet with the mama. Mama Smurf. You ain't Papa Smurf, nigga. You might be shaped like a mushroom, but you ain't Papa Smurf, motherfucker. You around here saying all this shit to these people. Grifter, a snake oil salesman. That's exactly what he is. And you want this motherfucker to be the headmaster of a school for boys? What, to just teach him some more bullshit? Touting all this bullshit to people and living the opposite life. I believe everything that girl said. Nobody said you didn't pay child support, nigga. That's not what it's about. Can I have my siblings' information? Because that's what I'm really asking you for. I tried to do it privately, right? She has a text message. You asking a bunch of fucking questions, trying to figure out, what are you trying to figure out? You talking to the FBI, motherfucker? They don't have a file on you, nigga. You ain't really that girl like that. So you asking a bunch of questions. She just wants her siblings' information and you're not giving it to her. So she's used the internet as a resource and a tool to get it out. You just so happen to be a public figure, one we wish we wouldn't know, because you haven't done a goddamn thing for nobody. Commencement speeches. I can't believe people have that man speaking at schools, but I guess it's those like type of schools that are rooted in the Pan-Africanism and stuff. I wouldn't have that man. But I guess it's not many. I guess not many you can ask to speak. I guess. Anyways, I gotta go. Now I'm out of here. Take care of each other. This motherfucker is like, his whole tone is manipulation. He's gonna slander the black mother instead of addressing his failed relationship with as a dad. The worst thing you could do is mind my business. Paying child support doesn't make you a father, just saying. White man gonna always catch a stray from him. My mom for sure kept me from my father and he paid child support. For sure, the mama's fault. Once I was smart enough to realize what happened and saw the situation for what it truly was, my father and I had a relationship. Okay, whatever situation you got going over here, bitch, this is not a couch, number one. Number two, she's not asking for a relationship with him, nor is she saying, hey, I'm reaching out to you, Umar, because my mom has kept me from you and I've been trying to get in contact with you. That is not what she said. So y'all can figure out and process your fucking childhood trauma out of the fucking comments, girl. That girl didn't ask to have a relationship with him, nor did she say, my mom kept me from you. None of that. She didn't even say anything about child support. Y'all just sold that child support shit and men not being financially responsible for their children. Y'all just get so hung up on that shit because God forbid he actually take care of his children financially. And so that's the only measurement on whether this motherfucker is a good father. She said he didn't come to any of her things, girl. And for good reason. That's another thing. You motherfuckers think because somebody is keeping somebody, might be keeping somebody from another, experiencing another person. Sometimes it's for the child's safety. Hello? Everybody acts like these motherfucking niggas are safe to be around. They're not always safe. You're not always safe. So I gotta go. Nah, you talking way too out with this one, Dr. Deadbeat. You're wrong. How can you lift black women up and you left your black daughter alone? And she's over the age like 16 when they are actually, I think it's 16 in some states, I think it's 12, but they can decide like if we're going to court and stuff like that, they're going to ask the child. The court will ask the child about their relationship with their parent, with the other one, with the non-custodial parent. They're going to know. So this I'm keeping nobody, she didn't even say that. That's why it's like a complete diversion from she wants her siblings' information. Did you give it to her or not, bitch? You talking about meet with mama spur. Don't nobody want to meet with you, nigga. Ain't nobody used your name for clout in 22 years. Why do you think they trying to do it now? Don't nobody give a fuck for real, girl. Bye. Take care of each other. Peace.